cards dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take it ill.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
It's our field. 70 Timberwolves.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard gain on the play.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Ready, red, 38.
Switch up. Check 31.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mike 20.
Quarterback and cycle. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Watch out.
Quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. This is out quickly to the right. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Todd Gurley.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
10 black.
I got one. Mike 20.
Slice blue.
There we go, Mike 20. Watch the run,
Drop, 17. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
This is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
52 blaster.
Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Gurley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Come on, set. 52 blue.
Watch the pass.
Yellow, blue.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Giants 7, Washington nothing.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Get ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
84.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
29 is Mike 29.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, smash. Even. 4 down. Even. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. And let's get this. Get Bronco 80.
Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tight down. There you go. Go, Mike 51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 3. Check 50. Check 50. Check 13. Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Washington.
Watch the curl.
Now it's Gurley. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check.
Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 10-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pick up the ball. Let's go. Mike 51.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now this time he'll look to throw. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, The 20.
This is
And
my
he
moment.
brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
First down, Washington.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They're running it. Hey, check 24.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get off the field. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Giants 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Operating from the gun, Jones going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And less than a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
50-yard line.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
Set the tone, defense. Set the 19 tight. 19 tight. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. You got tight right there. Dragon 60. Hey, check.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run the option on 2nd down. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack They push him back to the 34. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Fourth down.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. 38. Kill. Wait. Hey, turn it up. 29.
Second and 5.
Let's set a tone, brother. Let's set a tone.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Washington first down.
Here we go. Blue, 32. 29 is the mic.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He's brought down at the
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Let's go. Black, 95. Blaster, 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Let's go one more.
Blue striker.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up third down.
25, check 25. 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so
after the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, watch the edge, watch
From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
29 is the mic.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A little 360. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
36-yard line.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones.
46-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the screen. Pass. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. You ain't.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Peterson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You got 3 down. 47, Mike, 47.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
We got to step it up.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check your hot read. Switch.
18 Cardinal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Mike 29. Here we go, D. All day.
Drill green.
All day. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Ricky.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Nothing here.
Today's finals, Washington 36.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.